Counting down to the big game at the Mohsen Hassan Stadium in Morocco. Who will it be advancing to the final of the playoff to be hosted by Morocco? Will it be Nigeria or Gabon? The die is cast and the teams are set for this epic encounter. Welcome to my channel this wonderful day. My name is AY Sugar. And it's brilliant to be back right here on the MIC. Well, we've got a lot of talking points regarding Nigeria's preparation for this encounter. What's the team news? What's going on? What's inside the Nigerian camp? And how are the Nigeria Football Federation taking the preparations of the team ahead of this important game against Gabon? It's a game that could mark all my Nigeria's chances. If we don't scale the Gabon hurdle, we are out for good of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. It is a last chance for Nigeria, who failed to qualify automatically in Group C and now have to come through the route that is the hardest qualification route for Nigeria ever since the World Cup started, or ever since we qualified in 1994. Now, let's quickly go straight up to some of the talking points. I know this could be updated days or maybe closer days to the encounter, which kicks off on the 13th of November all through to the 16th of November. Will we stay till the 16th? That's a big question myself cannot answer. Now, I'll look at some of the talking points as we look at both teams. We'll look at Nigeria and Gabon, the rivalry between both teams. I will take you back memory lane. The last time Nigeria won, what happened, and some other details you can't get elsewhere except on this channel. Yeah, so we'll look at the team news quickly. And of course, the head-to-head, Nigeria versus Gabon, head-to-head. I would also be bringing that up and look at the key players to look out for and what we need to take down. Nigeria has an undefeated head-to-head record against Gabon. 5 wins and 2 draws in their last 7 matches. Nigeria's only loss to Gabon was in the 1990. That's about, how many years ago now? That's about 35 years ago. 35 years ago, it was a 1990 World Cup qualifier. The two teams played at least 5 times in total, with the most recent sources showing different numbers of total matches played. So I will be giving you that shortly. But let's quickly go to the team news and what is happening in both camps. Injuries and suspensions. So Nigeria faces injury blows in their defense ahead of a clash. Key central defender Oluwashemilore Ajayi is suspended for the match due to an accumulation of yellow cards in the previous qualifiers. Forward Terem Murphy is also suspected to miss the game. Nathan Tella is in a race against time to be fit due to a knee injury. Just to quickly let you know, as at the time of this recording, Coach Eric Chelle is yet to release a provisional list or a final list at all. So this could be updated, just like I said earlier, and we'll look at it again and look at the players he has invited. News about, names, coming up. I will also just drop, I'll talk about them, basically. I will not want to say yes or no yet, basically coming from the camp of the Super Eagles. Another information that you may need to use, you may like to use, will be the key player form. Of course, the top man for Nigeria will be Victor James Osimhen, second all-time scorer for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And the man scored a hat-trick against the Cheetahs of Benin just about a fortnight ago, or about 3 weeks ago now. And he's still in fine form for Galatasaray, his club in Turkey. So there is a positive news regarding the form of Ademola Lookman, who got a goal, his first of the season against AC Milan, scored for them, scored for Atalanta, and it's a confidence booster for the national team of Nigeria. And of course, like I said, Victor Osimhen is in good form. There are other players who also may be invited. There's a talk about Paul Onuachu, who has been in fine form for Trabzonspor. We have competition in the top. When it comes to the attack, Nigeria, we have no lack. We have abundance of talent in that particular department. Where we have concerns, which Eric Chelle in his recent interview with legendary Segun Mathematical Odegbami said, they have a pool of about 500 players and they monitor about 80 per week. I hope that Eric Chelle is working on boosting his midfield. We've had issues with midfielders for Nigeria. We have a lean midfield, of course, in the department. We just have about 4 the last time they were invited in DD. Alex, Onyeka, those were basically the key players that were invited, and New Revolution midfielder Alassane Yusuf. So those are the players invited. But this time we may be lucky to have Fisayo Dele Bashir, who's been in and out of injuries. We may be having Rafael Onyedika also back, so that we can have selection. We can have abundance of talent to select from in the midfield. But now let's go back to the key players to look out for Nigeria. So I've mentioned Osimhen, I've mentioned Ademola Lookman, the current African Player of the Year. Now let's look at the preparations. The Super Eagles have started their preparations in Morocco with Coach Eric Chelle focusing on defensive solidity and clinical finishing. Former players have urged the team to avoid mistakes of a slow start against a dangerous Gabonese side. So we are working towards getting Nigeria solid defense-wise. They have to contain star striker and former African Player of the Year, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang of Marseille. Is a fantastic striker. You give him half a chance, he's going to bury it. So you need to be wary of him. Our defense needs to be very alert, and I'm sure Coach Eric Chelle knows this. Now let's move away from the camp of Nigeria. The list is before I leave the camp of Nigeria, the list is not yet out of the 35 provisional list, as people are speculating. There are names, people are talking about, Coach Eric Chelle talking about inviting Aki Semiro from Inter Milan, and a whole lot of names everywhere. So we don't know what Eric Chelle is planning right now, but we'll keep it on the wrap, and we'll come back with it. Now, let's go straight up to the camp of Gabon. Key player availability: star striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is available for the match against Nigeria Super Eagles, having served a 1-match ban in their final group game in the qualifiers. Aubameyang was instrumental in the qualifiers, scoring 4 goals in a single match against Gambia. 4 goals in a single match. Unstoppable. Squad strength: Gabon also features key players like informed LAFC, Los Angeles Football Club forward Dennis Bouanga, and Galatasaray midfielder who plays with Victor Osimhen, Mario Lamina. Lamina has been in absolutely blistering form this season for Gala. Now, the former morale for Gabon enters the playoffs with a strong record in the qualifiers: 8 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, finishing as top-ranked runners-up across all groups, despite missing out on automatic qualification to Ivory Coast. Their strong campaign and the return of Aubameyang provides significant momentum. They are motivated to make history by qualifying for their first ever World Cup. Now, the concerns for Gabon is that the team has shown some defensive vulnerabilities in previous matches, as something Nigeria will look to exploit. So it's going to be Osimhen versus Aubameyang, and that'll be a game to look forward to. Now let's go straight up to the head-to-head between the two sides, Nigeria and Gabon. We've played plus minus all total 9 times. Nigeria have had the beggar share, winning 5 times and drawing 3 times and losing just a game. So it started in 1965. We played a friendly match against Gabon, and that was away from home. It ended 2-2 in that particular friendly. Then in 1965, again later on, Nigeria defeated Gabon 4-1. It was another friendly match. Then we had a goalless draw again in 1983. Goalless draw, it ended another friendly match. And the FIFA World Cup qualifier brought us together in 1989. Around that period was when we had blessed memory Sam Okwaraji, who passed on in the other game against Angola. But this one ended 1-0 in favor of Nigeria in Lagos. Then the return leg fixture, Gabon beat us. The only loss we've had against them, 2-1 in ended, and Nigeria qualified to the next stage on away goes rule. Then we had another game in 1994, 3-0 dispatch at the Tunisia 94 Nations Cup. Then we have 1999, Nigeria beating them in an international friendly, 2-0 ended. Then we had another one in 2004. So it was a FIFA World Cup qualifier, ended 1-1 draw. And the final one, the last one so far, was 20 years ago. We played Gabon and it ended 2-0 against Gabon, and that was also a FIFA World Cup qualifier. So, what do you think about this? Will this tilt our way? Will this favor us somehow? Psychologically, our boys prepped, to beat Gabon and sail to the next stage of this particular competition. Don't forget, it's a win or scatter, make or mar. We cannot lose this game. We must win this game, and we'll take it one game after the other. If we don't win it, oh my God. Well, I don't want to talk about it, so I want to just believe that we can get it. And recently, my conversations with former internationals like Sunday Mbayo, what that interview, I'm having one, or I had one also with former international Julius Agawa, who also mentioned about the team's readiness for these games and keeping the momentum that we had against the Cheetahs of Benin. So they have to keep their acts together. They have to stay on top of the game, and they have to stay focused, and they have to take these games one after the other and be ready psychologically. I'm sure the players, while playing their club games right now, should be thinking about Gabon, because that's the first hurdle. After that, we can face any of the team, Cameroon or Congo, and we just have 3 games. If we can win the 3 games, so we beat Gabon, hopefully we'll beat any of Cameroon or DR Congo, then we'll travel all the way to Mexico. Hopefully I'll be there to cheer them. And when we get to Mexico, one business, because hopefully we'll be the top ranked side from the FIFA rankings, and we can go straight up to the final. And we'll play teams like New Caledonia, Bolivia. Those are the teams that I think we may be facing. One of them, I don't know, I'm not sure which one will get to the final. And we'll take them on and win that one. And boom, we'll be in Donald Trump's country, Mexico, Canada, all the countries that will be hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So much to talk about, but we pray. One of the prayers that I would urge you to pray is that we don't have injured players. We don't want Victor Osimhen to get injured. We don't want Ademola Lookman to get injured. Moses Simon, all our key players, we need to pray for them right now. If you know how to do that, please, if you can go to the mosque, to the church, or wherever you do, please pray for them so that they'll be in top form, they'll be healthy, they'll not be injured, and they can give their very best on the day of his matches. Now, let's look at before I go, quickly, let's look at the fixtures. CAF have released the centers that will be hosting these games, and we quickly will look at them. It's a mini tournament featuring the 4 best runners-up from the first round groups, which will be held in November 2025, and the stadium that will be hosting that I will give you. So CAF has announced that the African Playoffs tournament for the 2026 FIFA World Cup will take place in Rabat, Morocco from November 13th to the 16th, 2025, confirming all venues and kickoff times. The opening match will feature Nigeria against the Panthers of Gabon at about 1700 local time. That's about 4 p.m. GMT. Then the second semi-final will be between the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon and Congo Republic. That's Democratic Republic of Congo at 1900 GMT. That's about 6 p.m. Then the final will be played on Sunday, the 16th of November 2025 at the Prince Héritier Moulay El Hassan at 1900 GMT. The final will be played on Sunday. Like I said, the winner will advance to the FIFA Playoff Intercontinental Tournament in March 2026 for a chance to secure Africa's 10th and final place at the FIFA World Cup 2026. So, Nigeria, the die is cast for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and they just have to perform. They just have to deliver, and they just have to show why they are the top or most, they are the top most ranked side in the remaining 4 teams battling to pick this particular ticket. So that's it from me. What do you think about the fixtures? What do you think about the venues? What do you think about the teams that will be playing? What are the chances of Nigeria? And do you think we have the strength from what I've given, the head-to-head, and of course the information regarding the team news for now? The list is not out, so when the list is out, I'll also be here to analyze and look at what Eric Chelle is thinking about going into this particular qualifiers, and we'll see how it goes. Well, that's it from me. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. Turn on the notification bell for more of such videos as this, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I will see you in another video. Don't forget, still pray for Nigeria Super Eagles to be just ready for these games. I'll see you in another one. Bye-bye. I remain Sugar. Signing off. Bye-bye.